class 5. We are back here with your English literature class today. So in the last class we started the new chapter, Gulliver's Travel. I have given you the introduction of the author, who has written it. It is adapted from which book, about what the story is here in your book, and actually the book contains how many stories, and it is how much funny and interesting. So now open page number 72. We have done that the giant was running behind Gulliver's crew, and the sea was till the knees of the giant, and Gulliver was left behind in the island alone. However, the monster was unable to overtake the speeding boat. I turned back quickly and climbed up a steep hill with fields of barley on either side and the corn rising up to 40 feet. There was a fence to pass from one field to the another. So whenever Gulliver saw that such a huge human being it is, Gulliver was running to save his life. And where Gulliver ran, he climbed up a steep slope of hill. And when he climbed there, he saw at one end there was a land of barley cultivation. Barley is a type of a crop. And there was corn cultivation, and there were the corn and the barley plants were 40 feet long. A human being naturally is of 5 to 6 feet height, and 40 feet means think how much long the crops are. And from one land to another land there are huge fences given in the boundary lines. Person can cross from there, from the huge fences. It was impossible for me to climb because even each step was 6 feet high. I was trying to find a gap in the hedge when I discovered one of the inhabitants in the next field walking towards the fence. So it was very much impossible for Gulliver to pass the fence because he has to take long steps, at least 6 feet long, and it was not possible. We natural human being can't climb a 6 feet wall, or can't walk with a gap of 6 feet. It's not possible. So Gulliver was trying to do anything, and he was trying to find any gap between the fences so he can just pass through it in case of crossing, but he can't. And then he saw somebody of that giant kind was coming towards the fence from another field. He was of the same size as the creature chasing the boat. I was struck with utmost fear and astonishment and ran to hide myself. So the creature which was coming towards Gulliver was of the same size, the person or the creature which was running behind the boat. And Gulliver was very much shocked and very much astonished, surprised, and he didn't knew what to do. So he was trying to hide himself somewhere in the fields. He called in a voice much louder than the trumpet. It sounded like thunder. So the person was shouting and calling, and the sound was like a trumpet. Trumpet is a type of a musical instrument. When it is played, it's very loud sound, and the voice was heard like a thunder. Obviously, when a monster or a giant, such big creature will talk, it will sound like that only. 7 monsters like him came towards the field, ready to reap the corn. They carried a reaping hook, which was very big. Now, actually, why the person came to the fence, the person was calling all his friends that the corn is ready. Now they have to harvest the field. They will reap it. And the reaping material which was brought, it was very big. And Gulliver was now frightened. They carried a reaping hook which was very big. When one of the reapers approached where I lay hidden, I screamed as loud as I could. The creature stopped reaping, picked me up between his thumb and forefinger, and brought me close to his eye, 60 feet above the ground. So, when they were reaping, Gulliver was hiding in the field. Now, if they reap, Gulliver will die because they are so big and Gulliver is so small in front of them. So Gulliver shouted as much as loud he could, and then the reaper, one giant, stopped reaping and put him up from the ground between his thumb and his forefinger like this. When you hold an eraser like this, in that manner, the giant got hold of Gulliver and put him up and was watching with his eyes, and his eyes was so big, and Gulliver was 60 feet above the ground. Just imagine what is the height of the giant. 60 feet above the ground means the height of the giant may be 60 to 65 feet. He looked at me with curiosity and blew my hair aside to get a better view of my face. Now Gulliver was very frightened, and the giant was looking with a curious face at what is this insect or from where this creature came. And the giant was moving the hair from Gulliver's face to watch properly that what the creature is from where it came. Okay, so I think you are finding it interesting. So give a reading till then. This in the next class we are going to do the rest of the chapter. Until here, if you find anything difficult in the spellings, so go through it and learn it. Okay class, thank you, bye bye.